Here's a fish, guys. Here's a fish. We're on. We're on.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for coming back for another episode of Orange 22 Fishing. This is a really exciting episode after that last episode. Guys, this is our 20th episode of Orange 22 Fishing. So I want to thank everyone before we go on for all the support. We're almost to 150 subscribers, which is really awesome and a big milestone for us. So yeah, guys, just thank you so much for all the support, liking, commenting, and subscribing. But today, guys, we're going out to a pond that we actually got a subscriber tip from that said we can catch some carp. And we really just, after that last episode, man, with Luke had that giant carp, we just wanted to go out and try to hook another one. I don't even care if it's as big, but we just want to get something to redeem ourselves. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to be using corn to target these carp in this body of water. It's a very urban pond with like stores and everything else right by it. So yeah, man, so without further ado, let's go catch some carp.
We'll see you at the pond. All right, man, so what we're working with here today, just a very simple rig going for these carp. We got the bobber up here, then we got a couple of feet of line because this is a shallow pond that we're going to be fishing today. We got a single split shot right here, right above where I tied on the leader for this hook that we're using. And this is just a basic eagle claw hook. You can buy a pack of them at Walmart for like $1 or something for 6 or 7 of these guys. They're very effective hooks for their price, and they should work well here today. And here is the bait that we're using today. We got some great value organic whole kernel corn. Gonna put some of this on the hook, maybe throw a little bit out to chum the water, get these carp in a feeding frenzy. So like I said, let's walk on down and get to fishing, man. So from our last video, you guys know we lost that gigantic carp that you saw Luke fighting. We did bring a net today. We're planning on catching some carp. So as we have learned, the net is essential, and we're planning on using it today. Here's the place we're fishing. It's pretty windy. We're on the wind-blown bank right here. The pond does stretch out a bit down there. It's pretty long and skinny down that way, but this is the biggest area that we can fish right here. I've got my waders on, and I'm gonna work my way around that shoreline. Just toss this carp bait out in the middle. Maddie's throwing some bass stuff right now, but he's gonna go for carp later on as well. And we got Luke back up at the car going for carp. So between the three of us, we should be able to land some pretty good fish today. Should be a fun outing. Let's get to fishing. This looks like a pretty good spot to start off. Put some corn on that hook and we'll get to wading, man. Here's the setup I'm using today. This is a ugly stick. I think it's 6'6". A really good carp rod. It's on the smaller side, definitely, but it works good for catfish and everything like that. I've got a quick draw reel on here. This is a very cheap reel. Got it off Cabela's.com for like 20 bucks, but it does its job super well. It's a rod that I'm not afraid to have it get beat up a little bit, and you know, you really have to play these big fish when you catch them on this rod and this 10-pound line I got going on, but it makes the fight that much more fun. Taking the plunge out into this disgusting water. Oh my gosh. It's hard to see like what I'm stepping on because the bottom is so sandy and everything, and the water is not very clear at all. But let's get our corn right on here. Just put some right on the tip here. Kind of cover up that tip of the hook just like that. I'm really not sure how deep it is out here. I guess we're gonna find out. Hopefully I don't discover any giant snapping turtles or deep holes out here. That would not be fun. First cast is out, and now we wait. This is the thing about carp fishing, man. It does take quite a while sometimes to get them to discover your bait, especially in a pretty big pond like this. It's definitely not like shooting fish in a barrel or anything. We know they're in here. We know that there are some fish of good size in here, But sometimes it does take hours for these fish to come across our bait. And even if they do, it doesn't always mean they're gonna bite. So who knows how long it'll take today. Hopefully not too long. But we are willing to wait it out to bring you guys this episode. There are signs we can look for to locate these carp. A lot of times they'll put out bubbles coming up to the top of the water. Sometimes you can see them even in the shallows just swimming around. That is going to be tough though with the water clarity today and the cloud cover we got. But you know, maybe one will swim along and we'll be able to sight fish it a little bit. That would be cool. Definitely windy out here, man. It's been a crazy weather pattern we've been dealing with in Delaware, man. Like, it's May. And the wind is just every single day just beating us up fishing from the shore, because we can't even go out in our kayaks with winds like this. It's just not safe. I know with bass fishing, it's good to be on the wind-blown bank. I'm not really sure how that works with carp fishing, if that's an advantage as well. But yeah, definitely go down in the comments. Let us know if you know more about carp fishing than we do. Is it good to be on the wind-blown bank for that, or do we want to be on the other side here? That would be helpful to know right now, but you know, if you comment down below, we'll take that advice for next time. This is definitely a different kind of fishing for me. I don't do a ton of carp fishing, so as a bass fisherman, I'm used to getting bit pretty soon right after I get there, or at least, you know, being able to cast out over and over and over again fairly quickly. But with this kind of fishing, it's just a waiting game. You know, you're not making casts every 30 seconds. It's more like every 10 minutes just to reposition your bait, which I don't mind as long as we do eventually catch some fish. All right, so Luke just tells me he was down here fishing right over here with the corn and bobber as well. And I was watching his bobber from where I was out here, and I saw it go under, and he had a fish on, but it got off. It seemed pretty big, he's saying, so that is a really encouraging sign. Let's keep going, man. I'm gonna get some fresh corn out here. We're gonna see if we can finally hook into one of these.
Look at the big fish.
Maddie's got a fish on right over here. It's a big bass?
I don't know, but this is huge. Oh yeah, it's a nice bass.
Nice. On the rattle trap, I believe. Maddie will bring it on over and show us. Awesome.
That's a tank, man.
Makes me want to throw on some bass gear, but I'm committed to the carp today, man. Maddie's walking over with her right now. We'll get to see what he has. All right, here comes Maddie bringing us his catch to show y'all.
Look at that.
That's a nice freaking bass, dude.
Belly.
Oh, look at that belly.
Guys, I was just down there casting away with my rattle trap, and right by my feet I just caught this beautiful giant fat bass. So get him on the scale here, I guess, if we want. All right, everyone, so we got the scale all zeroed out here. Beautiful bass. Let's put him on and see what we got.
2.20.
2.20. A little smaller than I thought, but the belly on that thing is just incredible. So beautiful first fish of the day. Let's let him go. Nice big mouth on him. The wind is just crazy, guys, but we're still catching them out here. Let's let this guy go. There he goes.
Nice job. Let's go. Getting a little scum on my corn here, so that means we are down on the bottom. I think something has mine. Something's running with it. Here we go. There's a fish on, guys. I don't. Oh my gosh, he got off. Oh my gosh, guys. I think we had a carp. You saw the bobber just disappear right over there. He took one of my corn kernels. Let's get right back out there, man. Maybe he's still swimming around right there. Wow. Got my adrenaline going now. Here's a fish, guys. Here's a fish. We're on. We're on. It's not big. I don't know what this is. Maybe a small carp or a catfish or something. Right here at my feet. Finally a fish though, guys. I don't know what we got here. Let's get over to shore. Oh, it's a catfish. Got ourselves a bullhead. Can't get away from these guys, man. You know, it's not what we were looking for, but I'll take it. Feels good to get a fish. There's what it was. Didn't know these guys were in here, man. There's our first fish of the day from my vantage point. Maddie got that bass, but the first one you're seeing from me. He looks pretty happy. I think he'll be happier if we let him go, though. That's what we're gonna do. Thanks for biting, bud. Let's get some corn and hopefully some carp next time. I think I was talking to Luke when that happened, and I looked to where my bobber was and realized it was gone. Even though that was not our target species, it still got my blood pumping a little bit. I'm excited for this next cast, see what we can bring in. And the wind has died down a little bit. Maybe it's just the last couple of minutes, but hopefully that's a good sign. Oh, my bobber's going down. Fish on, guys. Oh, I think it's another catfish. It's fighting exactly like the other one. Yeah, another catfish. They put up a nice little fight. We'll see if this is the same species as last time or if it's something else. Maybe it's a channel. No, I think it's another bullhead. Yep, another bullhead. They do these like barrel rolls as you're bringing them in to try to get off. This one really ate the hook right there, man. Check that out. Look at that thing, man. It's got a belly on him. Jeez, that's just crazy. Check out the belly on that thing. I think this one might need the pliers. So we'll walk our way back to shore and get this thing off of here. Alrighty, we got the hook out of this guy right here. One last look at him for you before he goes. Maybe we can upgrade on the size of these guys and definitely get that carp on at some point. But these guys are fun to fight. He's latching onto my thumb. Jeez, that hurts. Catfish number 2. Oh, here's a fish, here's a fish. Right there, right in front of me. Another catfish, I believe. Yep. He's swimming right into me. All about the same size. This one may be even a little smaller. Yep. This one might be a yellow bullhead. He seems a bit different. He's latching onto my thumb there. Get the hook out. I think, yeah, it's probably just another brown bullhead. I grab him by the lip though, because you got to watch out for these spines on the side. And I'd rather get a little bit of pain getting bit right here on the thumb than by grasping on the side and risking a chance of getting one of these spines to get you, because those things have poison in them and they will hurt you for weeks, months, even years sometimes if they get you bad enough. But there's our third catfish of the day. Let's get back out there, man. That is, I think, 3 casts in a row I've got a catfish on, so these guys are turning on. Maybe a carp will come swimming along soon enough. Can only just get right back out there and hope for our target species today. But for now, see you to this guy. At least I wanted to say see ya, but he latched onto my thumb again. Jeez. Does hurt. Alright guys, so we're back at the house after that episode. Thanks for tagging along with us. It was a fun day out there. We caught those bullheads. Maddie got that bass. We didn't come away with the carp that we wanted, which is disappointing. But just know this, we're not giving up now. We're going to keep targeting these carp, keep going for these things until we land a trophy fish like we had hooked into in our last episode. So this is just the beginning as far as carp fishing for us. We're not that experienced, but we are going to keep doing it until we can get some nice carp on film up on shore for you guys. So again, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. We're almost at 150 subs, so make sure to share this video, give it a like, turn on that notification bell so you stay up to date with everything we do, and stay tuned for the next episode, man. Thanks again. See you next time.